see. Hopefully this didn't break. It did. Nope, it didn't. Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about the pull list. All of the subscriptions. The app we're using is League of Comic Geeks. Please don't ask me what app I'm using. It's the League of Comic Geeks, all right? Let's get into it, man. So I went through and I cleaned up the subscriptions portion of my app. Everything here is something on my pull list. It's something that I'm interested in checking out, at least for an issue 1, right? Or it's a long ongoing series that I've been loving. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the absolute titles. Okay, so Absolute Batman, that's on my pull. No surprises there. I mean, I've been loving the Absolute Batman series all the way throughout. Been pulling it since the start. Look how many, like 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 issues, man. It's been a really great series. So, gonna keep it going. We got that Nick Dragotta on the artwork. We know that they're about to cross over with Absolute Wonder Woman. Just a ton of hype in this series. Probably a no-brainer that I'm pulling it. A surprise for you guys might be Absolute Flash. I'm loving it. I think that Jeff Lemire is really surprising me the last couple of issues. I know that we got this Wally West. He's hanging out with Grodd. That connection, like Grodd and Wally West, that's like really why I'm pulling this series. I think their connection is just so cute. It's just so cute, man. I'm just all about it. The fact that they're just there for each other when they both feel so alone. Yeah, man, it's just like so genius for Jeff Lemire to turn Grodd into one of Wally West's like companions, right? So I've been loving it. Absolute Flash. Hoping it gets better. Like, it's not the best series of all time, but it's one that has a spot on my pull list for sure. Next up, let's talk Absolute Green Lantern. This one has been off and on my pull list, man. It's tough. Because, like, if I drop it, it'd be the only one that I'm dropping for the Absolute Universe. But I didn't pick up issue 9. I didn't pick up issue 10. I guess it's dropped. It's for sure dropped. I'll just catch it on DC Universe Infinite. One of the things I'm trying to, like, yeah, you can't be picking up everything. It's tough, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, Absolute Green Lantern is a series that I had dropped after the first arc. Yeah, as you guys can see, I mean, just look at my ratings for it, right? Like that issue 6, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I rarely give things 3 out of 5, which sounds crazy, but yeah, was not feeling the Absolute Green Lantern series. I got to catch it on DC Universe Infinite, but a series that I'm really loving, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Oh, I forgot to say, Chewy Queso in the chat says no, Jerry. Yeah, you might be able to hear him whining. He's whining over there. Actually, can you guys see him? He's just standing there. There's some kids outside, and he's just like really interested in them. They're playing on the street, so he wants to go play with them, I think. And then also, Vactor said Absolute Grodd rules. Dude, that Absolute Grodd, like that change to the Grodd character, I just think it's so cool. But yeah, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Wait, why didn't I rate? I definitely picked up issue 7. I didn't rate it though. But yeah, man, we're looking forward to how they conclude this series. We know that it's going for 12 issues, I believe. And I think Dennis Camp's just killing it. Javier Rodriguez with the art, of course. That's a series that's got to be on the pull list. Okay, and then you got Absolute Wonder Woman. My favorite DC title, I think. Like, I think at this point, you can just confirm it. Just lock it in. I think Absolute Wonder Woman is my favorite DC title. So, of course, that one has got a pull list spot as well. As we're looking forward to Absolute Zatanna. The new story arc is beginning soon. Yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff coming in the Absolute universe just in general, but those are the Absolute titles that are on my pull list. Everything but Green Lantern at this point. Let's talk about this Mad Cave Studio real quick. It's called Area 51. It's written by Kurt Pyers with art from Jock. The solicit, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it sounds like it's all about the president's son named Harvey. He gets in trouble with the law. His dad calls in a favor and gets him assigned to the real life Area 51. But it's not a thrill ride the conspiracy theorists would have you believe. He spends most of his days cataloging items he's forbidden from even looking at. Something goes wrong in the Area 51. And yeah, I think like a lot of the experiments, whatever, going to be released. I think that Kurt Pyers is just killing it right now. He's doing a lot of cool stuff like Lost Fantasy over at Image Comics. He did the Indigo Children, which I thought was really good out of Image Comics as well. But you got that artwork from Jock. I think that's the real kind of driver for me. Is this Jock we know and love? It's not. Oops. Well, anyways, it still sounds like a pretty interesting series. So that one we might pick up the issue 1 just to try it out. But let's keep it pushing. and talk about Adventures of Superman Book of L. This is the continuation of PKJ, so Philip Kennedy Johnson's War World Saga. It's been going on for a really, really long time. This is the kind of next and final chapter of it. So we're going to ride that out. I think PKJ has been doing real great stuff over on the Superman corner of DC. We mentioned Dennis Camp earlier. Let's talk about him again with Assorted Crisis Events. This is an ongoing series, Dennis Camp says, so they have no plans on stopping it, I guess. We're going to continue with it, of course. I think that, look how many, this might be like this series might be like the highest rate. Like, look at this. It's all 5 issues except for issue 4, which that one honestly could be 5 issues. And then the last issue that came out, issue 7, which I wasn't like the hottest on. But yeah, Assorted Crisis Events has been excellent. Sci-fi stuff. It's an anthology book, so you can just pick up any issue and just start reading. There's no like, you don't have to keep track of characters and stuff like that. Each issue is a brand new story. And yeah, it's been really crazy what Dennis Camp is able to do and the things he's able to express just in general, like in all of his series, but in this Assorted Crisis Events, it's really doing some crazy stuff. So that's really cool. Looking forward to that. Batgirl, we just talked about. So I was really loving the initial arc for Batgirl. I think after issue 6, it got into like Shiva's year 1 or like her origin story. It's like whatever. Like, yeah, this arc we're in now, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I want her to get back into Gotham, I think. Like, get back to Gotham and start doing stuff that way. I don't know. We can get back to the peak though of this series. Like, that first arc was so good. I know for a fact we can get back there, so we're gonna keep writing it out. Batman by Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez. I've been loving it. You know what's real cool about this Batman series too? You can just pick up an issue and just start reading it. Like, obviously, it'd be helpful if you read issues number 1. Oh, this is the wrong This is the Hush 2 one. Disregard. I'm not talking about Hush 2. We're talking about Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez, all right? So it's real cool that, like, for example, issue 5 came out, Ojo, that was a good one. You don't really necessarily need to read issues number 1 through 4. Like, you can just pick up it and just start reading. I think the way that Matt Fraction is constructing this series so far is really kind of genius, in the fact that everyone can just jump in. Like, there is that arc going on, right? But it doesn't feel like it. Like, you really feel like each issue is its own story. And yeah, man, I think that this series has been really fun. At this point, it's still early to say if I'm liking it better than Chip Zdarsky's, for example. Because the failsafe stuff was first for Chip, right? So that's tough. That stuff was pretty epic. But yeah, at some point, it could be that this Batman series overtakes Chip Zdarsky's Batman series in my mind. It very well could be. But right now, it's probably too early to tell, because the failsafe stuff was so sick. I mean, that was just like some real peak Batman stuff. Batman Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia. I was talking to you guys about this one. I didn't really like issue 1. I picked up issue 2. We'll definitely continue and pick up issue 3 just to close the series out. I collect a lot of Black Label and single issues, so that's fine there. Batwoman, this is part of DC's Next Level. Batwoman from Greg Rucka, and we got Denis coming in. So I'm loving the premise of this, like just the idea of Greg Rucka coming back to Batwoman. I'm all in. We'll be picking this up for sure. Yeah, looking forward to that one in the DC Next Level kind of wave. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring. They're on their penultimate issue coming out this Wednesday that I'm recording. So after that, it'll be one more issue, close it out. So that one will be on the pull list for sure. Got to collect that series in singles. Patch Horvath's artwork is just breathtaking, man. Now we're talking about some DC Vertigo. We got Bleeding Hearts. This one is coming out in February. And this is the one from Dennis Camp with artwork from Stepan Morian. So, yeah, dude, this is going to be one to pick up for sure. Dennis Camp is just on a heater. I mean, you go from Assorted Crisis Events, the Ultimates, Absolute Martian Manhunter into Bleeding Hearts. I'm with you, Dennis. I'm with you. I'm riding with you, man. And Stepan Morian has a really cool art style. If you guys haven't read the series 20th Century Men, Dennis Camp and Stepan Morian had previously worked on that. Excellent war story there. But yeah, I'm excited for Bleeding Hearts. It's all about zombies. Zombies have overtaken the Earth, right? And the zombies that are left, it's been however many years after the fall of man, and the zombies that are left have started developing their own culture, their own language. So like and then I guess the main character, maybe he's turning back into a human, if that makes sense. So it's like kind of like a reverse zombie story. We're looking forward to it, man. I'm expecting some wackiness for sure from Dennis Camp and Stepan Morian. Bug Wars, the Spider Witch special. Just want to mention this real quick. Little one shot in the Bug Wars universe. If you guys didn't read Bug Wars last year, definitely check it out. Really cool stuff from Jason Aaron and Mohamed Asrar. It's like that movie, if you ever saw it, Ant Bully, if you were a kid. It's that kid who gets shrunk down and lives with the ants. So it's like Ant Bully, but mix it with Game of Thrones. If that sounds interesting to you at all, it's really gruesome. It's really violent and bloody. And yeah, this kid gets shrunken down into the world of bugs in his backyard, and it kind of goes from there. Really cool stuff. How many more do we got? We got a lot. That's all right. Let's talk about, maybe we'll go a little quicker. We'll speed it up a little bit, guys. All right. So let's talk about Captain America. Excellent stuff from Chip Zdarsky. And we got Valeria Shitty, of course. Oh, geez. You guys saw me and my wife. Oh, no, that's embarrassing. But yeah, I've been thinking this Chip Zdarsky stuff is really sick. They took last month off, but that's all right. I think that they are off to a really, really strong Captain America run. I was saying to someone that this could be, because I didn't pick up the Ed Brubaker stuff, right? Because I'm a newer comic book reader. Like, I wasn't picking that up when it came out. This Captain America run it very well could be like my Captain America run. You know what I mean? Like my definitive Captain America. I really do feel like that. DCKO, that new event from DC, you know, we're going to be picking that up, of course, riding that one out. All 5 issues there. DCKO Night Fight, same kind of thing. I think it's pretty interesting what's going on. It's not like my favorite series of all time, but you know, it's pretty fun seeing all the different versions of Batman. Of course, you get that Josh Williams, or you get that Dan Mora on the artwork, of course. So that's cool seeing all the different versions of Batman done by Dan Mora. Die Loaded is a fun series out of Image Comics, written by Kieran Gillen with artwork from Stephanie Hans. You're going to want to read Die, the first volume, before you even start Die Loaded, because it is very much a sequel series. But Die Loaded, definitely loving it. I love the world of Die, so cool. Daredevil is a new series from Stephanie Phillips. She's going to be writing this one with artwork from Lee Garbett. And yeah, definitely anticipating this one. This one will make the top 10 list for sure. And yeah, we're excited to see what Stephanie Phillips does with the Daredevil character. Stephanie Phillips has just been killing over there. I think that, you know, a lot of people, maybe you're not so hot on Stephanie Phillips just as a writer. I don't care, man. I think she everything that I've read from Stephanie Phillips has been good. Like Grimm was really good. A lot of her indie stuff I think is really solid. Wasn't like the biggest fan of, like, I think she was on Harley Quinn. I was like, okay, this series is okay. I've not read Stephanie Phillips Marvel stuff. I will say that. So whether or not she's the right pick for Daredevil, I'm not sure, but I'm intrigued. Absolutely. So we're gonna be checking that one out. Deathstroke the Terminator is a new DC Next Level title, and it's going to be written by Tony Fleece, I believe. Yeah, Tony Fleece and Carmine Di Giamenico is doing the art. We're going to be picking up at least issue 1. I'm not the biggest Deathstroke fan in the world, but I am interested in checking out the DC Next Level stuff. Just seeing if it vibes with me. I'm not like the biggest Lobo fan. When we get down to it, I'll speak to that. But yeah. End of Life is a new DC Vertigo series from Kyle Starks with art from Steve Pugh. I think it's like a Hitman type of thing, and the preview that they released is pretty solid. This one, I will say, is probably my least anticipated DC Vertigo title, but that's not to say like I love Kyle Stark's stuff. I think he's a really funny writer. I think Steve Pugh has a really cool art style. It's just like the concept is like my least anticipated. It's still anticipated, but out of the first wave of DC Vertigo, it's probably on the bottom there. Escape is definitely going to be on the pull list. Escape has been excellent. Got that writing from Rick Remender, who's just killing it. It looks like, is this ending with, okay, volume 1. Hopefully it goes beyond 6 issues, because man, Escape has been excellent as a war comic. Tons of great emotional moments in it as well. get that excellent artwork from Daniel Cunha. It really is like some of the most beautiful artwork on stands right now. So very much excited about Escape. That one's on the pull list for sure. Just like Everything Dead and Dying. Looks like we have one more of this. Damn, that's actually heartbreaking. Death Comes to Caverton. So one more issue of Everything Dead and Dying. This is Tate Bromble and Jacob Phillips zombie series. And it's been totally different than any zombie series I've ever read. A lot of emotions packed into this one. And yeah, it's just this guy who's, he doesn't get affected by zombies. He's trying to keep his town going that's filled with zombies, but he doesn't want to kill the zombies because he thinks that they're still, you know, the people that he knows and loves is still in there. Like their personalities are just buried beneath the zombie personality, I guess. So a group of humans come into his town and they start killing all the zombies. So things escalate from there. He's like, hey, stop killing my friends. They're like, hey, we're killing these zombies because they're trying to kill us. Anyways, it's been excellent. So Everything Dead and Dying, definitely check that one out. Exquisite Corpses has been a fun one from James Tynion IV. He's got his whole Exquisite Corpse band of people working on it. They're all switching who's doing the art, who's doing the writing. Seems like a really fun project. Like this one, for example, is going to be written by Tyler Boss a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. It's a battle royale slasher Halloween horror sort of series, and it's been really good so far. Definitely don't miss out on Exquisite Corpses. Yeah, we're in the F's now. Fantastic Four by Ryan North. I'm definitely going to continue that. Really excited to jump on with this issue 1. I was previously collecting Fantastic Four in the last volume. I probably stopped around like issue like 15 or something. My plan was to switch to trades. And yeah, but I've been thinking, you know, Ryan North's stuff has been excellent. Like it's a really, really great, just sci-fi Fantastic Four goodness. Like the family aspects are there. I think he's nailing each characterization of the main Fantastic Four team. G.I. Joe. My favorite part of the Energon universe, so you know that's going to be on the pull list as we're closing out the Dreadnought War. And yeah, man, I think that G.I. Joe is just really cool. At some point, I imagine Josh Williamson will be leaving the title. But maybe not. Maybe he just loves G.I. Joe so much and he'll stick around for a really long time. So yeah, dude, I think that Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley have just been killing the corner of the G.I. Joe universe. Corner of the Energon universe with G.I. Joe. Geiger is my favorite Ghost Machine title, and it's been that way for a long time. So really love Geiger. I think that it's just so my vibe. So Geiger, I'm definitely going to be pulling, continuing into 2026. If you guys haven't read Geiger yet, you got to check it out. High Strangeness, I will be dropping this at some point. I have not read since issue 2 came out, so I gotta figure that out. Actually, maybe it only ends at issue 5. Maybe I'll ride that one out. I don't know. It's tough to series like that. It's tough. Like, do I just waste $10 and just keep pulling it? I don't know. Is Ted okay? Now I'm really excited about this one because this is from friend of the show Dave Chisholm. Really, really big fan of Dave Chisholm's artwork. And also a fan when he takes over the writing duties too. So he's doing the writing and the art for this. It's out of Mad Cave Studios. It's all about, okay, this last paragraph here. Is Ted okay mashes up a paranoid existentialism of Severance with the cosmic sci-fi of Akira while exploring what happens when the act of help goes horribly wrong. So yeah, dude, themes of mental health and stuff like that. I'm sure it's going to be real mind-bending. And I'm just a big fan of Dave Chisholm. So that one's going on the pull list for sure. That one might be on FOC. I gotta tell maybe I'm too late. I gotta tell my shop about that one. Justice League Unlimited. Been loving this one from Mark Waid. I will say that this whole middle part, like the whole We Are Yesterday, wasn't a big fan of that. Kind of took the wind out of the series. Stop tying this series into other stuff. I guess you can't help it. But man, the first arc was so sick. You immediately throw it into an event. Kind of lost all the momentum for me. But then as we're building up to DCKO, starting to build it back a little bit. I think the Terrific 10 stuff is really fun. So yeah, just keep it going with just the awesome Mark Waid appreciating the DC universe. It just feels like the TV show, Justice League Unlimited for sure. So yeah, as long as you keep that vibe going, I'll be happy. Let's see. Just scrolling down to see how many more we got. Lobo is a DC Next Level title that I am not looking forward to that much. Jorge Corona, Scotty Young, right? So those are the draws for me, but I do not give a shit about Lobo. Like literally at all. Like literally at all. I do not care about Lobo. Not even an iota, bro. So to get me to pull a Lobo series, it's tough. It's tough, man. I don't know about this one. If I'm pulling that one or not. Maybe we'll get issue 1 just to try it out. But yeah, let me know what you guys are excited about. You get excited about Lobo? Let me know if am I missing out by not being a Lobo head? Masterminds is a cool sci-fi series out of Dark Horse, written by Zach Kaplan. I'm a big fan of him, so that one's gonna stay on the pull list. Gotta close that one out. Nightwing has been fun. Let's talk Rook Exodus. Rook Exodus is amazing. It's a great sci-fi series out of Ghost Machine. And yeah, it's just really great stuff from Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. It's got like an environmentalist kind of, theme to it, but it's like the sci-fi world. It's kind of like Borderlands, the game, if you guys ever played that. It's this planet that's been, totally overtaken by like raiders and stuff like that. And it's just the people that are left on the planet just fighting for the planet and trying to keep it safe and livable, because that's the only planet they got. Earth is not livable anymore at this point or whatever. So yeah, Rook Exodus, just some great sci-fi stuff here out of Ghost Machine. I've been loving it. Almost done here, guys. We're in the S's, so let's talk about Skinbreaker. This is a fun series. It's not my favorite series of all time. It is written by Robert Kirkman. The last issue just really confused me the way it ended. I'm really confused how they'll continue with the series. It seems like our main character is like giving up, so I don't know what's going on with that. But the artwork from David Finch is really good. This Superman title, dude. Okay, so Josh Williamson's been writing this one, and I've been collecting it ever since issue 1. It's my first ever main title Superman that I've been pulling. It's had its up and downs. Like, I think it's not been perfect all the way throughout, but I think that it has been a really solid Superman run. And where we are right now, they're doing a lot of like DCKO tie-ins and stuff like that. But still, I think that, when we get over here, when it's the reign of the Superboys, right? Like, there's always some fun stuff that Josh Williamson's doing. Like, there was that bit where Lois Lane was Superwoman for a little bit. Like, it's got interesting kind of new villains, like that Unchained dude or whatever. So yeah, I think the Superman run has been really solid so far, and I've been loving it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be on the poll for sure. I was loving Jason Aaron's stuff, and we're keeping it going with Jin Lewin Yang. I think he's got some really interesting little twists that can, it'll be a fun story, I'm sure. And we got that Freddie E. Williams on the art too. This one is a glitch, bro. I can't get this off of my pull list because it never loads, because the series is like indefinite hiatus. It's never coming out. So I can't get this off my app, and that's kind of frustrating. It won't go away. I guess I could try on the website, but anyways. The City Beneath Her Feet. This is a series out of Distillery. I have issue 2. Actually, I'm sitting right next to it. I have issue 2 here. We're going to be hopefully getting issue 3. That's one that I don't order from my shop, and I have to go find it out in the wild. There's like a comic book store that's not my main store that orders Distillery stuff, so hopefully I can find issue 3 when that is out. We're in the T's. The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace. So this follows up the Hannah Rose May is the writer. She did another series called The Exorcism at 1600 Penn, which is obviously the White House. And I thought that was a really great series. We had that great artwork from Vanessa Del Rey. We don't get Vanessa Del Rey on the artwork here, but I think that the whole setup of it, I mean, just an exorcism at these famous buildings, like I think it's a cool concept. So we'll be picking that one up, I think. Almost done here, guys. The Lucky Devils. I was thinking about dropping this one, but I think that it's going to finish soon. I think that it's going to finish after issue 9. So we're going to keep it going, but I'm like way behind. I was going to wait till it all comes out and I can binge read it. All right, so Nice House by the Sea. This is that series from James Tynion IV. It's been on a really long hiatus because they're waiting for the rest of the Vertigo stuff to kick back up. But I do want to mention, I do got the poster on the ceiling. You guys see that? Nice House by the Sea. So I do got that poster up there. I've been loving it. Everything from James Tynion IV. Jeez, my eyes are watering wicked bad. Danny P in the chat, he says he's excited for Iron Man. I didn't put that one on my pull list. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. My hope for that Iron Man series is that my shop has an issue 1 that I can grab off the stands and see if I like it. But I don't want to let them know to order me one. We'll see. We'll see about that Iron Man series. I'm just not an Iron Man fan, like, at all. So we'll have to see about that. Keeping it going, the last kind of DC Vertigo title, at least for now, that's on my pull list, I believe, until the next ones are solicited, is The Peril of the Brutal Dark and Ezra Kane Mystery. Now, this one is from Jacob Phillips and Chris Condon. Love this duo. They do the That Texas Blood, and they do the Enfield Gang Massacre. Almost like an Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, like a duo that's just like so locked in and loves working together. So hopefully they work together for a long, long time. Chris Condon, Jacob Phillips, some of my favorite creators in the game. Whenever they pair up, yeah, it just gives me the shades of like a young Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips kind of vibe, man. So the Ezra Kane mystery, I'm excited for The Peril of the Brutal Dark. It's 1941. He's a private investigator type, kind of like an archaeologist private investigator. So like a mix of like Indiana Jones vibes, right? So I'm excited about the series. That comes out on February 25th. The Power Fantasy. So of course, continuing this one, written by Kieran Gillen. Wow, are we about to hit like a really long... Is this... This is not the end of the series, right? With issue 16? Can't be. It must not be solicited. But yeah, been loving the Power Fantasy. We're excited to see potentially how it ends. I mean, this looks crazy. Issue 16 is the last one solicited. Like, I feel like there should have been one for March. And March solicit's not come out yet, maybe. Okay, cool. So yeah, listen, Power Fantasy, Kieran Gillen, excellent artwork from Casper Wingard. I'm going to keep it going, but if there's only 2 issues left, that's depressing. That actually is kind of depressing. The Ultimates series. So we got a couple more issues of this left. We know it's written by Dennis Camp. It's going to be tying into the Ultimate Endgame as we close out the whole Endgame universe. But I think the Ultimate series has been pretty solid. Going to keep it going, closing out the Ultimate universe. Transformers, we talked about it earlier. Even if it's not my favorite Energon universe, that would go to G.I. Joe. I still think that Transformers is pretty solid. I guess for me, it's just like, I don't have that love from when I was a kid for Transformers. I like them. I had a couple Transformers here and there. I watched the Michael Bay, like the first 2 movies or whatever in theaters. But yeah, I was never like a Transformers guy. I was more like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if anything, or like Power Rangers, or just superheroes in general. But yeah, so Transformers, I'm loving it. Even if I don't have that deep love for Transformers like some of you in the audience might have, I think it's been pretty solid. We're going to keep it going. Handful of issues left, like Ultimate Endgame, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine. We'll just tie those all in one, man. So yeah, I've been pulling all those since they started. I really regret not continuing with Ultimate X-Men in single issues. That's like my biggest regret. I might go back and try to collect those in singles, but the more I read of that and catch up on the app, I'm like, dude, Ultimate X-Men might have been the best Ultimate title this whole time, and like no one knows it. Like the best kept secret almost. But yeah, we're going to continue with Ultimate Endgame, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine for sure. Universal Monsters. So a new one's coming out. It's focused on the Phantom of the Opera. I don't know a damn thing about Phantom of the Opera. I didn't even know Phantom of the Opera was technically a Universal monster. But we get that excellent writing from Tyler Boss, I'm sure. I thought Tyler Boss had a great year last year with the series You'll Do Bad Things, a nice horror slasher out of Image Comics. So yeah, Tyler Boss teaming up with Martin Simmons on the art. Now, Martin Simmons does the artwork for Department of Truth, and he also does the artwork for the Dracula series, which was another Universal Monsters title. So yeah, man, Tyler Boss teaming up with Martin Simmons. That sounds sick, man. Even if I don't know anything about Phantom of the Opera. But listen, if it's like a slasher series, then Tyler Boss is the perfect pick. He just proved it with You'll Do Bad Things. So excited about that. 4 more to talk about before we close out New Comic Book Weekly. Let's talk about Wonder Woman for a little bit, okay? So, listen, I don't know how you guys feel about it in the chat. Maybe my chat is less so aggressively hateful towards this Wonder Woman series, but in other corners of the internet, man, they hate this Wonder Woman series. I think the Mouse Man stuff is some of the best stuff out of DC. Like, honestly, like Daniel Sampier on the artwork, it's Wonder Woman freeing an island of people from like a megalomaniac, like nutso Mouse Man. Like, I think that it's like a mini Warworld saga, but just for Diana Wonder Woman. I think it's good, man. I like the Mouse Man stuff a lot. Now we have a different writer coming in for a little bit. We got Stephanie Williams, right? And Jeffrey Spokes on the art. So that's really cool. Jeffrey Spokes has a cool look. I would say at some point, I would like to see literally this creative team. Like if Stephanie Williams and Jeffrey Spokes, you know, at some point when Tom King leaves the title, I hope that Stephanie Williams and Jeffrey Spokes would be the ones to pick up and run with this Wonder Woman title. We'll have to see. I don't know how long Tom King is sticking around. But yeah, it would be cool to get a woman writing Wonder Woman. That would be cool. 3 more to talk about, like Bug Wars. We don't know when the second volume is coming back for Bug Wars, but excellent stuff. We're hoping. I'm going to leave it on the subscription, leave it on the pull list for when that comes back. The free comic book day. So this won't leave the app either. It's another one that just never loads and I can never take it off my pull list and unsubscribe to it. So it's another one that's glitched. But then the last but not least, we're talking about Saga. So I've not read Saga ever since Saga came back for its hiatus. So issue 55, I've been collecting Saga, as you guys can see. Like I have the collected icon next to everything, but I've not read Saga. My whole plan was to read the compendium, like reread Saga, and then get ready for this issue 55. But yeah, I just never got around to rereading it, so I've just been pulling it, and at some point we'll binge Saga, and that'll be a real fun time. But that'll conclude it, man. Those are all of my comic book pulls for 2026. Everything from DC, Marvel, and the indies. Not a ton of it, Marvel stuff. Like when the Ultimate Universe ends, it's pretty much gonna be Captain America. It's pretty much gonna be maybe Iron Man, Fantastic Four. Yeah, so it might be a little light on the Marvel series going forward, but you guys know I'm always pulling a ton of DC, always pulling a ton of indies as well. And let me know down in the comments, what do you have on your pull list? Is there anything that I missed? Anything major that, hey, Cody, you're missing this, you're an idiot? Let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, like if you liked and sub if you love, man. We're on the road to 5K. We're closing in on 5,000 subscribers. I just need, 150 more, man. So pretty close to that.